All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Karkadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS, salutes and honor to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, I know most of the brothers in the truth seen this. I just wanted to, give my 2 cents on it, concerning the IUIC in Memphis, but I'm just gonna play the video and we're gonna get into it.
Well, Jessica, the name of the event was "The Violence Must Stop," and that's exactly what they said. Some of them even chanted things like, "Some of us used to sell drugs, but no more." These streets were filled with people who were also taking pictures.
But they wasn't chanting, for the Most High. They chanting to stop the violence, which is totally against the Most High's program, which is totally against, what we want, because we want that violence. You know what I'm saying? That violence is what's going to be the catalyst for that crouching lion, that it speaks about in Genesis. Who shall rouse them up? So many scriptures that come to mind when you think about the violence that's going on, man. That violence that Esau's perpetrating against our people, that's going to be a major catalyst in the race war, in the martial law, and all of that, man. So that's anti-prophetic for them to do that.
Just to watch. Now, the group says that they traveled all the way here because they know that there has always been a problem with violence here in the city of Memphis. They wanted to focus and reach out to black men and minorities in particular to hear this message and unite.
Yeah, I gotta bear with me, man. I'm at work, man. They got like this shit that like suppresses the cell phone service, so that's why it's not loading for me right now. But we ain't even got to see too much more of this bullshit, so that's cool. We just gonna get into some of these scriptures, man, because like I said, they're going against the Most High's program. We know what it's supposed to be. Through the spirit, through the prophecy, we know what time it is, man. So this is Matthew 23:1. It says, "Then spake Yahweh to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not." That's right, man. So don't copy what they do. All right, this is that which mom used to say, "Do as I say, not as I do." But it says, that it says, "But do not ye after their works." Don't copy what they doing. Don't try to be like these dudes, for they say and do not. They say be righteous, but they're not righteous their damn self. Okay, they line up their beards. They don't teach the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're being anti-prophetic. Okay, that whole march against the violence is anti-prophetic, man. It's slowing down progress. It's not speeding things up. I mean, you can't do nothing but for the truth. You know what I'm saying? But when I say that, basically I mean they're going against the Most High's program, opposed to being for it, which is still according to the Most High's program, because they're going to be found out, man. They're going to be overthrown. They're going to be found out to be false prophets. It says, "For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and they lay them on men's shoulders." Okay. All right, so I got sidetracked. Like I said, I'm here at the job, but I don't even remember where I was at. But we're just gonna read 4 again. It says, "For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, they lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with their fingers." Okay, so they'll put something on you that is difficult for you to handle, but they won't take that same responsibility for themselves. Okay, this is just characteristics of fake phony men of the Lord, false prophets, if you will. Okay? It says, but all the works they do for to be seen of men, which is that's the main point. They don't do it for the love of Yahweh Shem Shai, for the faith that they have fucking in the Most High and His Son. They don't do it for the elect's sake, to raise up the nation. You know, you didn't hear Kwame Yashala out there. You heard stop the violence. You didn't hear, call all Yahweh Shem Shai out there. You heard, don't beat our people down. Which is some nigga shit, man. At the end of the day, that's what it is, man. It's some nigga shit. It's some shit that the 2/3 will do. Have a rally or a march. Stop the violence. How much violence actually got stopped because of that march? You think a crack ain't gonna come outside and look at a nigga different and want to blow his head off? And you ain't stopping no violence, man. If anything, you know what I'm saying, when crackers seen that shit, didn't like that shit, want to go fuck up a Jake tonight. But in all their work, they do for it to be seen of men. You just want to be seen of men. Okay, you just want to be seen like, hey, look at all these people that we got in IUIC, and we going to show a show of force. We all got the purple garments. We deep out here, and basically, we're the good guys. I know it's a lot of stuff that you say about the black Hebrew Israelites, but we're the good ones. We want the violence stopped. We don't want to prophesy the downfall of America. We don't want, missiles shot on America. We don't want concentration camps or the chip or famine or pestilence or martial law or missiles to be shot on America or anything like that. We don't want World War III. We want to stop the violence. Now, these other prophet groups, these other Israelite groups, GMS, that's all they talk about. Why is that? Because that's what the scriptures talk about. We do what the scriptures say do. We don't. We're not going around killing faggots, putting faggots to death, even though that's in the law. But it's not time to do that yet. We gotta wait on the green light. Okay, but y'all not in the spirit, so y'all not with the program. Y'all trying to be seen of men. It says they may broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of the garments. Okay, so y'all coming out in force, you know what I'm saying, in large numbers like that. That's all y'all doing is broadening y'all phylacteries and enlarging the borders of y'all garments. It's the same thing, same difference. Okay, y'all just want to be seen of men, to be like, hey, this is us. We out here, we deep, we stunting, and we have a different agenda compared to those other groups, i.e. GMS. It says, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts and the chief seats of the synagogues. That's right, man. Basically they uppity Israelites. Too good ass Israelites. Too good. They too good to be, compared to GMS. Bougie Israelites. So, man, that's pretty much all I wanted to, go in. I'm not gonna waste too much time on these niggas. That's right, these niggas, cause they're going down. Okay, that their whole program is not according to the prophecies that the Most High has set forth. So they're gonna come to naught. Okay, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing when they're shown to be the false prophets who they are. And, the Lord's going to scatter them. And some of them may wake up to the fact, Lord willing, anybody that's in that bullshit, come out of that bullshit and, get right. And, with that being said, I hope you brothers are edified. I hope you brothers are are staying steadfast and diligent in this thing, because the fight is almost over, but the fight is almost here. Okay, it's almost over because we almost out of this bullshit ass kingdom. But to get out, we gonna have to fight. That we gonna need the violence. We want the violence. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke in this situation. IUIC don't want no smoke. We want all the smoke. And with that being said, we give all praise that's called law to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and true